Hello friends and welcome again to another AFK journey video, and this time we are at Skyclops at endless mode and we're doing really well with the options that we picked and with the lineups that we have. And I'm going to show you multiple lineups, and it's up to you to choose them depending on your ascension tier, if you have them built up, maxed up or not. As you see, we're at 65. We can still do better with a little bit of RNG, some crit rates, and a better start for the run, because it's always about the start if you want to start with this. So I'm gonna go and show you the lineup and its endless mode, what we are going through now and what we are using. Now, this is the best lineup that helped me get the maximum damage and to get every high score that I want. Now, of course, you can play Kruger behind or somewhere that he can take the shield, but it doesn't matter. He survived the entire battle, so it doesn't matter that having him the shields or not. Kruger helps because of his damages. Now, many people told me, try Thorin, try Rainier, don't play Kruger. We're gonna do that. We're gonna try them all, and I will show you which ones are the better, but this is the best lineup, the best comp so far for me. Of course, Corin with his extra damage for the team, because all of them are Mythic plus or above. So Supreme plus on him, Supreme plus on OD as well, and the others are Mythic plus or Supreme. We can take them to Supreme after Mythic plus, and they're dealing insane amount of damage. Now, again, at endless mode, as we said before, then the true damage come into play, just like in the off season when we play regularly. So Marilee will be the highest damage dealer, and Corin will help her a lot with that, plus the survivability that we get. And plus, I tried different setups with before I went to this boss. I tried with different spells or artifacts. The evocation spell still redeems itself to be the best one among these, for the sheer fact, for the buffs that you take from it. Plus, it will give you a lot of crit and the shieldings versus this boss that will come in clutch and help you around. And I will show you that I played Coco as well, but because she's Mythic, not Mythic plus, after she gives me the buffs, after the third or maybe the second or the third ulti from the boss, if we don't have them, we will go all on low HP before Smokey can heal us up, and sometimes we'll lose our units and we can't continue and deal the highest damages. I will show you the run with Coco and I will show you the run with Corin, and then you can decide. We will drop Rainier as well to try Rainier to deal so much damages with Marilee and show you if he works perfectly, and we try without Kruger. I'm gonna try different lineups so you can pick the one that is good for you. And if you build the units on your account, some people don't have still Marilee or don't have OD or don't have Kruger built up or something like that. So there's a lot of units that you can replace here to at least get you to the top 200, maybe top 100, as I got into the top 70. I'm at 60 something, and maybe we can get to the top 50. So here we go. First lineup with Coco. Coco now is the one that I'm missing at Mythic plus. If she was at Mythic plus, after her buffs expires and we take a lot of damage, we're gonna get the shields. So we will not gonna be wiped. We will gonna be also sustaining and surviving at the start of the battle. And as you see, at the start of the battle, it's super slow to kill the ads and then go through it to the boss. But after that, it will be cleared easily, and we're gonna sweep and go deal damages more to the boss. I think the last run I got to the 80 million or maybe more than 80 million, but we're gonna check it out. And here the smoky cloud help us out to clear the clouds, and we can go and deal more damages. Of course, when we get buffs from Coco, and here we got it on good times actually when the boss is doing the laser, and hopefully we can survive all of this. Sometimes it's RNG with this boss, the Skyclops, because sometimes he just doesn't do his ultimate and he just delays it a little bit, and you can't even control when Coco's ultimate. So the buffs from Coco will disappear, and then you will take the ultimate into your face and immediately wipe after that. And here we go, as you see, and we lost Coco sadly, but we continued. We're dealing relatively great amount of damages. Actually, we're gonna hit the 20 million. Hopefully this will break our score right now, and I will play the Corin lineup. We can't because the ads dropped in. And yeah, we did lose Coco, but the buffs from her were great. And as you see, you're telling me why you're using Kruger. He's dealing good amount of damages similar to Smokey, which is absolutely fantastic for him, because he buffs himself with himself just because he does physical damage to the boss. Smokey is the third damage dealer, highest damage dealer. Then we have OD and Marilee. Now we're gonna play it with Corin this time without having our Coco on the lineup. Coco is not that important right now. Maybe in the endless mode, if you're dealing like hundreds of millions of damages, then you need her so your lineup could survive. But early game, just like free to play, I have 420 levels on my OD and the others are 410. this, I think, will be good actually to survive the boss and to deal as much damages as possible. Everybody survives on this lineup until the end of the battle. Hopefully we're gonna get lucky and do survive. If we do wipe, that would be such a shame. And here we go. The first couple creeps, or the first wave, we don't clear them that fast, but after this it all go clearly good, and we can wipe the ads really decently quickly, and then we're gonna go and deal the most damages to the boss. As you see, the boss is like keeping his bar, and he holds it and never do the ultimate, and we're still dealing damages. Hopefully we can clear the ads quickly and go straight up to the boss. And he dealt his ultimate randomly now. As you see, everybody is surviving. Corin jumped to Smokey to give him his buff, and we continued getting the buffs from Smokey, and we're dealing good amount of damage. And this will help us go in damages more and more, and we can clear this also fast because of Corin AoE sweep, because of the damages of Merrily and Odie, and Smokey died here. Sadly, this didn't happen to us previously on the previous runs, and this is how I got my highest score with this lineup. Again, as you see, everybody is surviving, but we got bad RNG, I think, with this lineup, with this run. We're gonna repeat it later and do it. And also, it gave us highest amount of damage, and we did 18.7 million damage, which is really great. And I think I didn't show you Corin, but you know, Corin does a lot of damage. So 20.8 we did million, 22 to get to the top 50, or 23 at least. Now we're not gonna play Kruger at all. We're just gonna play Corin, and we're gonna play our Rainier. Rainier will help us out here. We can put him here, or we can put him here. It doesn't matter, same situation. And Smokey, he can tank a little bit, but also who can tank is right now is our Odie, because Odie will be in the front line tanking. He'll be healing and getting a lot of buffs from Rainier for survivability, and from our, but this we should put it on, I think, Merrily, not on our Odie. That was a mistake. So we're gonna try it with Merrily. I think we're gonna get better scores with this lineup if we put it on our Merrily, because Merrily is the main damage dealer for this lineup, and not Odie. Odie is the second best damage dealer on this lineup. So here we go. Let's check it out how it goes, and we're dealing good amount of damage. Thank you, Smokey, for clearing this wave for us. Smokey is the one that is helping us. And here we go, minus 12% on the boss, so his damages wouldn't kill our legendary plus Rainier. But if he does his ultimate one more time, of course Rainier will be, yeah, of course Rainier will die. But everybody is surviving right now, and everybody is dealing good amount of damage, which is good actually. These are the numbers that we want to see, and we want to get even higher, more numbers. Can somebody survive? And Odie didn't survive this time. Sadly, he couldn't survive. He was tanking an auto attack, then took the ultimate in his face. He couldn't heal actually, which is bad, but hey, it happens. So it got us relatively good. We could say it's around 20 million damage, which is really good. Now, if we put it on Merrily, I bet Merrily would do even better scores than putting Odie on this. So let's check if we put Merrily like this. Can Merrily actually do great amount of damage? Let's put him here. We can put Rainier here. So the laser comes from there up to here. Until it reaches him, he can survive a little bit and get some healings. So Merrily will jump to the front, and then she will jump back. Actually, she will swap places and stuff like that. I think the tank will be Corin, or whoever is tanking in the front. She's not in the healing range or in the buffing range. Now she is, which is good actually. Yep. And we're dealing damages to the minions, but we're not clearing them that quick as always, because it needs a little bit of time at the start of the battle to deal damages. And the boss didn't do his ultimate, and now he did, and we survived it, and we're dealing damage. He dropped his minions. Now he will drop his minions. Come on, Smokey is doing the cloud. Okay, they took a little bit of damage, but we can clear it out with Corin. You see the AoE from Corin immediately killed both sides because his reach is high, which is really good actually. And our Merrily is dealing decent amount of damage. Now, can Rainier survive this one? No, he can't. But hey, it's okay. He did his job. That's what we want. Buffing Merrily, debuffing the boss, and giving us the survivability. And I think we can do a little bit more damage before we get another ultimate to the face, and hopefully we can survive this. We still have 5 seconds, 3 seconds. Yeah, we're not gonna defeat our highest score, but hey, it helped. So let's check the scores. It's also the same scores that when we put Odie on Rainier. As you see, Corrin is dealing a lot more damage than our Odie, and Marilee is dealing the most damage, of course, and Smokey dealing a good amount of damage. Now, if we put Kruger, it's a little bit more damage, and we can survive. If you can survive, but it's a little bit of RNG. Sometimes the boss auto-attack you, drop you on HP, then does the laser immediately. You can't heal immediately from Smokey, and then you would wipe. That's the only thing that happened with me, actually, and I noticed that. But if you are lucky, with a couple of retries, some RNG, everything will be okay. So Kruger, again, many people told me play Thorin and link him up with something, but I prefer to get this buff. For me, Thorin is still Mythic, he's not Mythic Plus, so we can't do this strategy with him. So this is the best lineup that helped me out as free-to-play player that was unlucky with having Thorin. Plus, I don't think Thorin will do more damage, maybe the same or a little bit less than Kruger, specifically on this boss, because Kruger is dealing good amount of damage and his survivability is crazy because he sustains also with lifesteal, because every time he attacks or does his ultimate, he heals himself as well. So here we go, and he increases his haste, so it's a perfect scenario for him to be a pseudo carry, sub DPS, sub tank. Like he's a role. I love technical units, as I said before, and he's a great technical unit. Everybody survived here, that's perfect. I hope always Corrin jumps to Smokey and give him the shields, and we get the shields from the evocation spell to keep Smokey surviving so we can deal more damages, more numbers. This is what we're hoping for, and hopefully he will jump on him on some point here and give him the shield. Oh, Kruger took the shield, so hopefully our Smokey will survive this one. And he did. Marilee couldn't survive, but we survived on our Smokey, which is very, very bad. Marilee actually survives mostly all the time here. Now, remember, I have her at Mythic Plus. Of course, if you have her at Supreme or Supreme Plus, she would be absolutely insane because her stats will be more. I maxed out their gears. And of course, Marilee is the best damage dealer. Corrin is the second, and Odie is the third one. Kruger and Smokey are almost dealing similar damage. Of course, Smokey a little bit more because his AoE is absolutely magical, and its AoE, it hits all the targets plus the boss, so it gives him a wider range of damage. And yeah, that was it for this run, and that was it for this video. Let me know about your runs, about your teams that you built or you're playing as free-to-play. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, I thank you for watching, and as always, stay frosty. Peace.